Welcome in. My name is Allie, and I'm here to do tarot readings. There will be 3 piles. I'm all over the place. Maybe you're all over the place. Hi, Priestess. She is one. You know what? We're just going to do the first 3 cards I see. 8 of Candles and Queen of Potions because I love this card. All right. The whole theme of today is we are doing what change. No, we already did what changes you need to make. Just did that one. What you are not seeing clearly. Maybe that's why I'm all over the place. Illusion, like chipping below the surface. That's where we're going today. I am a Scorpio rising. We like to go deep. Like why not dive in? So, what are you, my lovely viewer, not seeing clearly? Hopefully not me. Put me on your cutest little setting and see me clearly. All right. Pile 1, mi amores. What are you not seeing clearly? The Empress. Interesting. 3. Right off that bat, that yellow torn as I pull out the 8 of Candles, which is the second pile coming up. Number 2. 3, 2. 8 of Candles and the Empress. I was saying I see the yellow tear in her dress very brightly. The sun is coming. There's darkness all around her. I know it's the Empress card and the bam energy, but I'm getting the darkness, the moo the house coat, the dankness of the picture in this card. But then there's this little slice through her robe, her nightgown, her moo, and bright yellow is peering out. Leonard Cohen says, oh, that's that great quote. Something to the effect of there need to be cracks. That's how the light comes in. And I'm also getting the Japanese art of repairing something when something's broken, like a glass, a ceramic falls. They don't throw it away. They repair it with gold paint or gold leaf and make it stronger. And they find a beauty and an art to that. It's this whole art form in Japan that is greatly symbolic, and they treasure those items. And I see that for you. You need to repair yourself and treat your scars. What you aren't seeing clearly is the darkness you came from is letting you take over. It's taking the wheel of your life when you need to let the light come in. The moon, illusion, darkness. That's how this whole thought process of why I should do what are you not seeing clearly because of the moon card. Because I'm a Cancer, I'm so drawn to the moon card. And but it's always in my mind given me power as a Cancerian, but it represents illusion in the tarot deck. So I just thought that was such an interesting dynamic. There is such a power in the moon, but also you might not be seeing it clearly. So I don't believe you're seeing yourself as an altered empress, and you need to let the light out. An 8 of Candles. Ooh. You need some fire, baby girl. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm. Ooh, a whole bunch fell out, but the first one I saw was this beautiful candelabra of the 6 of Candles. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Let's pick all these little beautiful baby dolls. Ooh, and he is speaking to me in the greatest way possible, the devil, because of this beauty of this card that's coming out. These ones I think can go back. Oh, and speaking of beauty, Miss High Priestess, Miss Anchor Card herself came back. I was thinking of should I get an energy of the deck? And I thought, well, there are all these cards on the floor. Still are. Hold on. Let me pick them up. Because it's not a complete deck. And I don't think we need one. No, we do need one. Three of Presents. Threes. I'm getting threes. All right. What are you not seeing clearly? All right, so I was getting your energy from this. I'm getting someone else's energy from this. Another intuitive feminine figure in your life. I kind of thought mother, High Priestess, not a reach. Side eyeing you. I normally love this card because she's repairing herself, and that's the strength to me. That's what Sally does in The Nightmare Before Christmas. She's the voice of reason. Jack's off doing some crazy stuff, and she's the only one who's like, maybe we should just take a beat and think about kidnapping Santa. Like maybe we just slow our roll, and no one can listen to this woman, even though if they did, it would have worked out. But she falls apart and she sews herself back up. So I'm getting that's your energy. But then I'm getting the energy of a female in your life or a feminine energy side-eyeing you. Over the Devil card, over what you look like, your sexuality, your femininity, some feminine, like a rivalry female. Maybe not necessarily a mother figure, or maybe that person's a mother themselves, but a feminine rival energy, like in the context of a relationship. I'm getting a lot of, from the candles, obviously, the fire. Passion, yeah. And the layout of these. The devil is between, and I'm getting masculine energy with that. The High Priestess, this is very Three of Swords. Your energy, a masculine energy, a feminine energy who is side-eyeing you. And honestly, these two are looking at each other. And who's he? He's the devil, girl. Which I rock hard with the devil card in the tarot. It is not like, oh no, the devil. I can get there. But it's cards carry different energies. So I normally rock with the seduction, the attraction of the devil. There are a lot of representations. This one I'm getting as a masculine energy and the bad context, and the High Priestess feminine around you. Girl, you're here and it's darkening you. The light is starting to crack through, but it's so small because these two are in your life. Let them, they deserve each other. Their eyesight is literally on each other. Don't get in the middle of whatever this is. If this is romantic, if this is a friend of yours in the wrong relationship, because I have been there and you're screaming from the sidelines like, girl, he's no good. Here are the 87 red flags, and your friend's like, but I'm in love. So I don't know if it's you or around you, but you got to get out. You got to focus on, put these two away. That's what you got to let go of. And let your yellow brightness, the sun energy, illuminate you. That's what you need to let go of. Yeah. Yeah, with the 8 of Candles, something fresh is coming, but you've had a mundane life. You're in their nonsense, break away. I heard Kelly Clarkson, break away. That's what you're not seeing clearly. You've been in a boring pattern or a pattern that you don't like. Break away and like have fun. 6 of Candles, 6 of Wands, success. 6 of Wands, success. When you break away from their foolishness. This is telling you, go ahead. This is what you need. You're there. In the original tarot, I believe it's 6 wands being held, and you're looking over the valley like that you just conquered. Boom. Mm, 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 mm. You've been putting in the hard work, right? That's what it talks about. 6 of Wands. You have been putting in the hard work, and it is showing. So I think whatever these two energies that you're not seeing clearly, you're starting. This has started prior to this reading, like the wheels. I'm seeing gears in a clock, but in the context of within your brain, it is really starting to kick up and for you to see it. And you know who I just visualized? There's this, it's a variation of the Nutcracker. I believe it's with Morgan Freeman and Keira Knightley as the Sugar Plum Fairy. And everyone loves the Sugar Plum Fairy. So this story is really interesting though, because she's the bad guy. She's like, I'm fed up of being the sugar plum. Like, not now, this nice fairy dust stuff. I'm over it. Like, I'm getting my own army. I'm capturing all you, and I'm just taking everything over. So maybe that's what this female was in your life. She came in a sugar plum fairy with cute little fairy wings, and you were not seeing her clearly, but you are now. The success, the hard work of seeing it clearly, and I think the hard work has been internally for you. But by working on yourself, then you could see the external. No, this is what happened. You have been putting in the hard work internally. And what that has done, it's not that hard work's paying off, it's that these energies haven't changed. You just were confusing their crappy behavior or standards or whatever they were bringing to the table or however they were dragging you down. You thought you deserved that. So, in a way, you were seeing it, but you thought that's what's available to me, that's what's around. When no, but you're the Empress. You've just got darkness around you. Three of Presents. All right. I know the Three of Presents is teamwork, right? Three of Pentacles. And I picked this card up and I saw Knight of Needles. But again, the devil is underneath this, because I'm like, I don't get why it's telling you teamwork, because I actually think the teamwork has not been working. Why is that the energy of the deck? And remember in the beginning when I was unsure of the energy of the deck, this is what is the illusion in your life, that you needed these people, because the devil is underneath in the bad context. In The Usual Suspects, there's this great line: the greatest trick the devil ever did was convincing you he didn't exist. And this devil was underneath. And I'm like, the teamwork, the three card, not the Three of Swords, that would make sense in this energy, but that would be clarity. This is what illusion aren't you seeing? So this is why this was the illusion. The devil has been changing you to see that. Yes. The devil has been making you feel like you need these people in your life, that you are not the real Empress you are, that you can't stand alone. But you are getting the cards telling you, these ones, success, you can do this. Specifically on the Six of Wands standing over, it's a singular figure, because when I think battle, I think army. You've been through it, but you were the one leading. You were the person atop that, looking over at all that you have accomplished. The illusion is that you thought you were stronger with these people. They might have projected that out onto you or flat out told you that. Empress, baby. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. All the obstacles are not in my way, something like that. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. That is the sunshine coming from that garment on the Empress card. It is gonna be a bright, sunny, shiny day. You just gotta get away from those two energies that you think you're dependent on. The greatest trick the devil ever did was convincing you, in this case, that you needed them. I'm moving away from that. Pile 2, come on in. Pile 2. What are you not seeing clearly? What are the illusions that are the obstacles for you? I got nothing there, but in the best way possible. Usually I get channeling. I feel an energy when I enter into a new pile. I'm just going to flow with this. And that's the start. Even before the cards come, I tap into how I really tune into how I'm feeling. I think that's how I connect with the cards. And I wasn't getting it. And I don't ever want to force it. So if it's not there, it's not there. I want to honor this energy that's coming out. I don't want to make it fit this reading. If it is, it is. I'm sitting in my dining room reading pretty color paper cards. So I'm honoring that, and I'm making it a point not to force it, but then I'm just aware in that moment to be in that energy of not channeling, not feeling anything. And what I first saw was one of my first tarot readings was in P Town, Provincetown, Massachusetts, down at the Cape Cod. The Cape Cod. Who the hell am I? Cape Cod. The Cape Cod. And funny story, because look at me and look at what I'm doing. But when I was little, I wanted what I thought illusionary, what was blocking my sight for a myriad of reasons we won't get into. That's my own illusionary trauma. This is about you. But I thought I wanted to be a police officer. So clearly wasn't the move. And when I think it was for my 16th birthday, I went down there and I had a tarot reading, and she took out the deck, shuffled in front of, moved them all around, and picked up the first one, and the entire card was white. And it kind of threw her. She's like, "What? This isn't supposed to be in the deck. Like, what? I don't know how this got. Like, why do I have? It was just part of the deck, and it wasn't a card. It was just a literally white card, and it kind of freaked her out because she said, "What's your question?" And I said, "Should I be an FBI agent or just a police officer?" And this card came and it threw her, and she's like, "No to both. You were a blank slate, but that is a no." Just I had an illusion of what I was supposed to do because of lots of stuff. So I think that's tapping into you, because I just got whiteness and nothingness. But there was nothing creepy about it. It was almost opportunistic. But I think, just like me, I don't think it's if you at 16 in Cape Cod should decide if you should be a police officer. Yeah. I'm just chilling in the whiteness. Maybe you can just pause. Maybe it's almost the opposite of making a decision. Maybe you're trying to decide between two things. Your pile 2. Two in the deck, all the 2s are decisions, correct? Of different energies. But all the 2s, basically, you've got 2 paths, and usually it's a pick. Which one? Let's review. Let's make a list. Let's figure it out. What's calling to you? What's authentic? And I think maybe just, and I'm looking at the snow outside my window, and it's beautiful, and I'm just getting white and the white ring light and the whiteness, and just in the most beautiful purgatory. White, pureness, pausing. The Empress, which is the first card in the last reading. But I said with the last one, I'm getting totally instant different energy. She is emerging. I was saying for them, the darkness, and she's this little yellow slit, and that needs to come through. This came through and was like, I am in my energy. I am aware. I am the Empress. No name tag needed. Thank you, ma'am. Maybe you're coming from pile one and just that quick, that acknowledgement of like, the Empress has entered the house. Yes, ma'am. That you are seeing clearly in your beautiful cat-eyed glasses and jewelry. Yes. There are black beads around her neck, and I did this photo shoot with a friend, but I got this top that was just all black beads, and I felt so good in that. It was a ridiculous costume, and I was like, that I was in my Empress energy for that photo shoot, and I think you're there. Yeah, usually for me it's a maybe this is the energy you're about to embody, and I'm getting like, pile two, rock with me. You're in your Empress energy. I'm seeing, because I was thinking of tying in this deck, Scar. Hi, Scar. From Villain's Tarot deck. Do you need to come out? I thought you would be clarifiers. Do you? No, I'm just getting that lion energy, like. And maybe with Cape Cod, P-Town, and Scar, who, hey, maybe LGBT, you are in the queer community, and you were like, yeah, maybe you're coming into it like, I done been known, but now I'm rocking with it. I'm out, because I am getting Empress, I'm getting Scar, I'm getting P-Town, and that psychic being like, no, you should not be a police officer, girl. I was like, well, maybe, and like, no. Maybe you're your Empress energy and you need to be brought down, because I just thought of this story. I do tarot readings at my studio, and I did one a couple weeks back. And I had this awesome girl, like she rocked in, and I'm like, you're the kind of person I want to go have a beer with after this. Like, cool as hell. But one of her things was like, but this guy, and I'm like, no girl, the ex, no girl, no. It was like that meme of tarot cards, all like the tower, the like all the ones that are like, no girl, spelled out in the letters no. And she's like, but we need closure. And I'm like, no, 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 no. It was from the Buffy deck, and she's on the Emperor throne. Again, power, like, hey, but this hand is coming up from the ground, like trying to rip her down. And then there's this sketchy looking dude in the back, like looking, but she's like, yeah, I'm a vampire slayer, I got this. But I'm like, this energy is just people from your past are trying to get at you. And she's like, yeah, I totally need to jump in and get a closure. I'm like, no, 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 no. You're here for me and my cards, and I'm telling you all the cards are there's this knight awaiting, but you're putting him in the wings because you're looking behind at the nonsense. That, and the Emperor card, she's turned looking at the guy in the back, peeping her, like literally like, staring out, and she's like, yeah, what you want? And some girls are like, come back on in, let's keep the foolishness going. And I'm telling this girl, like, be Buffy, like she stabbed Angel through the heart. Like, sometimes that's what you're not seeing clearly. You are in your Empress energy, right? You were like, you know the power you hold. 3 needles right underneath 3 of swords. Okay, I'm not getting betrayal from this, I'm getting heartbreak, but that's what you're not seeing clearly because you don't want that. You are seeing clearly your energy. You're digging whoever this other person from the back, from below, is. And you're like, I'm ready to put that in bed, but why aren't you? Well, I mean, that episode of Buffy where it's like the whole world's gonna end. You two and him, so you're both gonna die if this portal doesn't close. His blood is the only thing that closes it, and he has to die. Like you gotta do it. That's a pretty big, like, I got the whole world's depending on me. Like I gotta kill my boyfriend. Like that's pretty ass, but you gotta do it, girl. And he comes back to himself. You need to come back to yourself. You're in this Empress energy, but maybe you need to get into your authentic, like maybe the exterior is like rocking it, like you feel all like feeling yourself. Maybe the internal, that's what you're not seeing. Your external is like, yeah, like you were rocking. I'm seeing drag, like you were in your, like, all the elements are there. You can even just catwalk in your exterior energy, but your internal house is like falling apart from heartbreak, but you're trying not to show it. And like something is needed, a symbolic, like I gotta stab through the heart and then you will be the star. There we go. And I got this card underneath the 9 of Needles, but I saw this picture and I got and I'm like, foolish clown, like nonsense. Like you can be the star or you can be a clown. And this is right, this is the energy of the deck. So this has more behind it. Your history with this person is a long one. The star is a singular powerful card, but this is your past with the person. All these years, months, days, moments, eons, lifetimes. Or do you start now? You can barely see this, right? But which one do you want? Do you want to be a clown on a bike or do you want to be the star? I've picked both. I've only felt good about one of those decisions, though. And we both know which one that is. You're very smart. It's weird because you are oddly insightful, but you're not seeing this clearly. You're being a clown. You're being a cheesy ass clown. I don't get Ace of Presents from you, but the cheesiness of the like. And I think you're gonna look back and be like, yeah, I knew. And I was not seeing this person clearly. Why do you feel like you need this person? The heartbreak can be done. Ghost. Maybe you need to ghost someone. This character is a ghost. I feel blocking. The Empress. The Empress. The Empress. These were supposed to be clarifiers. Okay. Remember when I was getting queer? The queer community before? Maybe that's what you're not seeing clearly, your sexuality. Because when 2 women came out, it all of a sudden made sense to me. Maybe you're with the wrong gender, with the wrong type of partner, liking, maybe it's not, changing your sexuality. That's pretty big. It's what you're not seeing clearly. Maybe you're not seeing your sexuality or what you like within your sexuality clearly. Because you were powerful. You were meant to be the star. Maybe you need to align with something you haven't been aligning within sexuality. If that's something within, that can be a solo journey, something you like. including a different person, a different type of person, a different gender. That is your, I don't believe you're seeing your sexuality clearly. Calm down if you're freaking out. Like, I'm not gay, I'm not straight. Like, it's a solo journey, and these can be symbolic. Or this, it might not be for you. Or maybe I'm pissing you off a lot. And that can be telling too. Like, why are you getting so upset if it's not true? I was like, you're not being open, and I kept like, I feel resistance and like, yeah, from coming from you and symbolically from the camera when I'm looking at these two women aligning, but my sight kept going here when I kept thinking to advise you, you need to be more open. You feel heartbreak for not being open. Maybe trust something new. Let's clarify. No. I don't need to shuffle. Let's clarify. Three of Needles. Ace of Wands. Okay. Oh, mascara's running. You know when mascara runs? When you cry. So you've been crying over this. So just touch it up. Get a little bit of your cute setting powder. Rub that in and a ring light and everything's okay. If you know anything about tarot, my friends, if not, we'll walk through. Three of Swords, symbolic heartbreak. Usually the betrayal card, like, ooh, girl, he's cheating. I'm not getting this. I'm just stabbed in the heart. Pain from because of your relationships and pain from you. And then I'm like, why are you having such a hard time with two women together? Like, maybe that's your path. We can go simply. And I'm saying, as I'm saying that, I'm getting resistance from you. And I'm like, this is heartbreak. This is what you don't need. And the card I see right after that is Ace of Wands. And Ace of Wands is very phallic. It is very male. What you don't need, maybe you don't need wands. Maybe you need cups. Keep this YouTube appropriate, but like, I think you can understand what I'm saying here. When I was putting them back, the order was supposed to be Nightmare. The order was supposed to be this: the first deck, the second deck. But I put this one atop that, and I went, that feels right. This Empress feels more powerful to me. She knows what she's like. This one's closeted. This one's out. She needs to be on top. And when I put there, I'm like, that feels right. But then a voice was like, well, that's not the right order. So something has society, if this is within the queer umbrella or symbolically for you, just maybe queer is just something different. Maybe it's like witchcraft or tarot. You got to come out of like the witch closet. Like you're a little Catholic girl and you're like peeking your head into Wicca. Like, come on in, the water's fine. It's okay to explore. That's how we find ourselves. I feel like I need to tell you that because you know that, but you're scared because you've been with wands when you need to be with cups. But I was saying about the order, like, well, the little voice is telling me it should be this. Like, maybe it has been someone telling you it should be a man and a woman. Maybe you need something other than traditional, period. Maybe you need something other than what is traditional. How do you get to the star? That's the illusion. I mean, it's pretty clear cut. It's a complex situation, but the cards are pretty like, that's what it's giving. All right, how do we get to the star? Why is femininity painful for you? Why is being beautiful? Oh, okay. Because of a history with this. And I think a bad one. I get it. And I think you can follow me. And I'm so sorry. You need to move away from this energy. I'm going to turn this down. I don't like it. I don't like what you did to you. It's done. This is done. The heartbreak may stay. But just like I was saying before with the Knight of the Sally, you can patch yourself up. She's the High Priestess card, right? She sews herself back together. These are needles or symbolically of swords. She takes the needle and she uses it as a tool to heal her. When I turned this card over, the thing that hurt you, we put that away. I'm seeing now this as heartache, as empowerment. What hurt you, you can. There are sutures all over this heart. It's not dripping blood. It's clotted. Platelets have arrived, baby. And the sutures are healing. It might always be there, but you can heal from it. So what do you need to get to the star? When I put away the wand energy, before I was saying, instead of wand energy, maybe you need cups. That was Ace of Wands, it went away. And when it went away, the Ace of Cups came in to get you to the star. Your cup is filled with love now. The 3 in this card are the 3 needles going through the heart. The 3 in this card are 3 hearts. That's what's coming up from the cup. The cup is filled all the way over. Love and a cup variation and a feminine energy is coming in. That's how you get to the star energy. I realign these, right? She came out first, she came out second, and this was the order, but I put this order. But when you look at it, the comparison, because it's the Empress in both cards. It's dark. She's in a muumuu. Her skin is green. She has a smile on. She's an Empress. But then look at this Empress. It's not the beauty. It's the symbolism of it. She's a little afraid of her feminine power. She's in complete control and rocking it. Your femininity doesn't feel very feminine. And these are energies, not genders. She's rocking it. She's looking in the mirror and so content with herself and so happy and just feeling herself. It's a mirror. You're not seeing yourself clearly. I think that's within sexuality and with what was done to you, that heartbreak, you took that on. When it was something just done, imposed on you, it's not yours to carry anymore. You have hearts over here. Soft, gentle, cups, they catch, they are supportive. You are filled up. There has been a lot of heartbreak or currently, and it's not all going away. But with you, when you can explore without guilt or without shame and with love who you are, what you want sexually, what pleases you, what makes you feel in whatever gender role you feel best in, when the interior and the exterior can match, that's getting to the Ace of Cups. That's being filled up with love, self, others, connection, by spirit, by romance, by purpose. Yeah. All right. I feel the heaviness for you, but it is lifting. I'm going to go make a fresh cup of coffee, and I'm going to come back with pile number 3. My friend, pile 3. What aren't you seeing clearly? What are the illusions? I hear Bruno Mars, I'm talking to the moon. I can't go up that high, but it's about the moon. You don't want me to. Listen to the Bruno one. But the moon, illusions, right? You're talking to the illusions. I feel like that could go deep in so many ways. And now I'm hearing Brittany. I'm a fool in so many ways. What are they not seeing clearly? I'm a fool so many ways. Cause to lose all my senses. Hierophant came out. 9 of Potions. I don't like these though. I'm feeling the uncomfortableness of like what we now know about Brittany too. You're being watched. People are watching and judging. Eight of Potions. Someone you ghosted is watching you. 10 of Potions. That is the energy of the deck. That one's good. That's where we're going. I don't like what's around you. So off the bat. And then this one from, it's a cemetery. It's a tombstone. It almost looks like, I guess those are 2 slits that could look like a moon, but it's looking like a ghost face to me. So someone you ghosted is spying on you. These potion bottles and drinking, I don't like it. Maybe your ex you ghosted is getting drunk and like watching your social media. With 10 of Potions, with like your current happiness right now, right? And I got this in the last reading, and I was getting like, you're being a clown. I think that was your past, picking whoever you ghosted. And now you're here, or you're getting here. This will be you, and they're staring in. Maybe you're currently with this, or this is someone you just broke up with, and this is where you're going. The 10 of Potions. That's the good, that's the completion, the happy life, happy family. That's Hierophant. I don't like it. A ghost from your past is up in your stuff and you're not seeing it clearly. No, you can't just be friends. No, your past person, whoever you have around you, you are not seeing clearly and they are not for your good. We need to get rid of the clown to get to this. We're going to put him away, girl. You are going there. We are going to need some clarifiers. When I said clarifier, Queen of Cups, Judgment, and the Chariot. Energy is Page, because you kind of being a fool and a little adolescent here. You are on a little pedestal, not seeing it clearly, like your little passenger princess I'm getting here, letting your ex drive you around, Chariot drive you around, just symbolically like drive you around. Stop being a passenger princess. You need to get in the driver's seat. Stop being a page. Be the Chariot. Cruella de Vil. In control. Driving herself. Get out of her way. You currently a page. You need to be Ursula because you are afraid. You're afraid of judgment. Judgment. Traditional values, but I'm just like this figure. And the traditional deck, it's the Pope. That's who's on the Hierophant. I'm not a particular fan. And they're two-faced. I just got the scene in the movie where this mayor, he in the movie has 2 faces and he's making that announcement with the bull phone, like sad to happy, and he keeps turning. So The clarifier I'm getting from this, though, is because I'm getting an icky, masculine, two-face energy that I believe is someone from your past, an ex, like a ghost of your past, though, symbolically, maybe. And the clarifier is the Queen of Cups, but this is the solution. The problem, when this goes away, this comes in. Solution. You need to have judgment about what they are doing. I think they're indulging, like drinking too much. And I'm getting judgment is a good thing. I'm seeing like scales of justice, and that's not what you like wounded bunnies. That's what it is. Okay. I'm getting like weakness, like a little like timid, like bleeding heart social worker here. I want to take care of all the bunnies. What's underneath the Three of Swords? I don't have the energy for that. I think enough said. But back to Page of Swords. But the clarifiers, strong ass woman, Queen of Cups, Queen of Hearts for Judgment, Cruella for Chariot, quick moving energy. You need to get the out. Get in your car and drive. Shut up and drive. Eight of Potions. I was getting someone you ghosted, a ghost of your past is looking in on you. Ghost of your past, right? But this card traditionally means like you got what you wanted, but meh. Like all your dreams came true, and then you looked around and went, is that my Prince Charming? Like, it didn't fulfill you. It wasn't what you expected, but you got it. Like, success. We have success here. We have success. I don't like it, though. This is a success card, but this is success that you're like, not what I wanted. You were with, and that's all with the Hierophant, right? Just a string of this. I don't like this. This is what you're not seeing clearly. Success, on paper, a good relationship, I guess. I don't like it. But underneath, I'm seeing three very strong women energies all telling you to get up out there and protect yourself. I'm hearing James Brown like, get up out of the things. Then we get to this. You are not satisfied to get to this. Get up out of there. Okay, I'm getting this. It's not bad. Kurt Vonnegut, I think, was injured once, had surgery or something, and then I think, struggled with addiction, but just kind of gave up post-surgery and just sat and watched TV every day. Older Vonnegut. And then something happened and he came close to death. And he said, when he looked back at what he was doing, he said, well, it was an almost life. Like I had this gnawing at me. Like I could have been there. I had success and I could sit on my ass and watch TV every day. But it was almost life. It was missing this purpose. This is almost the right person for you. I don't think it's a bad person. I just think you're like, why is this not fitting? Why didn't this fit? Come on in. They were intimidated by you. I'm getting this like weak little two-faced nothing dude. He needs a megaphone because his voice isn't really loud. But he's the traditional wisdom, right? He's the Pope. He's the spiritual. He's the like, this should be energy. So I think a lot of people are fooled with him. But he's a Page of Swords. Like he's just not experienced. This megaphone isn't having a real loud voice. It's depending on something. That's the illusion. I think you're struggling to see him. You see him as powerful. He really isn't. what's underneath this and what's clear. These strong 3 women, these power. I mean, when you think of Disney villains, Ursula the Sea Witch, the Queen of Hearts, and Cruella, like, and I think this person from your past, or who you're currently with, who needs to be in the past, sees this in you, but you don't see it in yourself. You don't see this power in you. You're viewing yourself how like an ex viewed you, but they had to kaleidoscope you and obscure you. They couldn't see you correctly. Yeah, the Hierophant. So maybe like your past family members, traditional values, authority figures, but like an ex also, I'm getting ghost from that of your past, cemetery, like trying to leech in. Yeah, they're trying to leech your power from you, and you can't because it was given to you, and it was given to you for a purpose, and you're not using it because you're caught up in this stuff. So you got to break free because these energies, these ladies are doing. It's funny because masculine energy is the action, is the doing. Women energy is in being, and these women are balanced in their masculine energies because these ladies are doing. The Chariot card, speed, fast, soul focus, drive, like you know where you're going. These are some strong energies that you are not seeing clearly within yourself. Yeah, you are unaligned and you're focusing on this nonsense and these dark ass janky people. Look ahead, boo boo. You don't know the strength you have within you, but other people are in you. And I think the reason the behavior people have been giving you is because they're intimidated by you, but it's like you're the last one to know. You don't other people around you see how great you are. You don't see that in yourself. That's what you're not seeing clearly. Cray girl, cray. See yourself clearly to get to this completion. I'm feeling sucked in by these cards that are speaking of supposed success. I'm being propelled forward by the Chariot, especially, but by these women. This is your bottom line. Why you're letting the nonsense pull you down, and you're not seeing your own self clearly. People are intimidated by you. They feel small, and it's the light in you. It's not even something you're doing, because I'm getting you're a kind person. You can be manipulative when you want to be, but you are a kind, big-hearted person who loves, maybe who's been hurt, but loves. That's what's bringing you down, this love of these people. Because it's not matched. What you're giving them is not what they're giving you, even though I'm seeing scales again, like inequality. On paper, they're treating you right. On paper, they're caring. Like, officially, I'm sure you have very pretty pictures on Instagram with them. Hurrah. She's in the picture by herself, getting up out of there. Go be Cruella. That's what I got. I think you know. Yeah, you gotta tamp down just to be in their life, or have to. That's where this energy was coming. He just looks sad and pathetic to me. Like the Jess Puckett says, the Four of Pentacles is the Emperor wannabe card. This guy wants to be strong. He feels like he should be strong. I'm the masculine. I have everything I need. I have a megaphone and I will be listened to. Pup, 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 pup. Well, yeah, pup, 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 pup. And then, like, she knows where she's going. Go here. These women do not need a microphone. They do not need to yell. The power is in what they do. I'm hearing, I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. Stop talking. She took Ariel's voice, right? He is talking a big game to you. Baby, I'm going to boop, 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 boop. No. I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. Stop talking. Either you're running your mouth with some nonsense or they're running their mouth with some nonsense. Get up out of there. Do instead of say you're going to do. Completion. You need to complete this cycle. Moving on. You're that girl trying to chase closure. No. Stand in your power. Undramatically remove this. And soul focus, baby. To get to the Queen of Cups. Completion. That's it. You're not seeing the completion you should correctly. All right, I'm getting Disney villains for our final general messages that we'll do now. So let's put Nightmare away. Let's put the Nightmare away, people. That might be some energy still in from pile 3. All right, but let's seal that so they can go to rest now. And my beautiful, beautiful villains. What do we have to say to all 3 piles? If you're hanging in there, came back, saying hi, come on in. Seeing the back of the book, end of the movie, when he listened to her, things went well, is what I'm instantly getting. Yes, that's a message for everyone. Start listening to me. No, I think it's more yourself, but I'd like it if it was me. What does all 3 piles need to hear? What's the theme? What do I need? Queen of Wands and 10 of Swords. Kind of opposing, right? I like this 10 of Swords. The traditional one, like, there's a body underneath it. 9 of Swords, they're all in your back, right? And the traditional one, anxiety, waking up at night, you're in bed crying, and there are 9 swords. 10 of Swords is there's a body on the floor, and there are 10 swords sticking out. Represents rock bottom. Like, you're at your lowest point. The Fool's journey. Like, you sword, air, intellect, choices, intelligence. Like, you didn't make the decisions you needed. Now you're at rock bottom. This is sand. It's like they're holding them for you. And one of them is jeweled. They're all different. They're kind of pretty. I think you have your pick of the litter, I'm hearing. I know this is Queen of Wands, but I did a reading yesterday where my last pile I kept doing, what dog do you want to feed? There's a good dog, there's a bad dog. And I'm getting this. Which queen do you want to be? Supposedly the good card. Not getting a great vibe. Supposedly the bad card. I'm loving this. But it's the illusionary reading, right? We're all not seeing correctly. New perspective. What we see as bad, we can reframe as good and powerful. And what we see as powerful, like, reframe and see what the weaknesses are there. I think the theme for all of us is we all have illusions, right? All the time, in different ways. For mostly for self-protection. I think illusionary thinking is very much a defense mechanism. You lose your defensiveness by going inward, though. That's what I leave you with. Bye.